Okay, so hopefully you've saved that, and we will move on to exercise 3. But just point of detail, and again these exercises are quite commonly available. From a design perspective, I would actually put a radius in here as well, because it's what they call a stress razor, and that would because if you didn't have that in there, it would actually start to crack. Okay, so exercise 3. So I need a new drawing. Go to File, go to New, a new part, and this time we're going to use the mirror pattern command. Again, just double check you've got millimeters. So blank screen, and this time I'm going to use the right plane. So new sketch. I'm going to use the right plane, and on there I'm going to draw a circle there, and this one here I'm actually going to have a diameter of 28.5. Okay, and then from that I'm going to draw another construction line. No, actually I'm not going to draw a construction line at the moment. I will do on the next one, but I'm just going to draw a line from that center part there right across to there. Okay, and then trim away that there, and then features, I'm just going to go extrude boss base, and I want this both ways, so direction 2, and I want that at 76. Now I don't know if you've been shown, but if you can't work out what half of 76 is, there's a neat little trick. You just type in 76, divide symbol by 2, okay, and that gives you 38. And again I'll do that, well, actually I don't need to do it because I know what it is. I'll just put in 38 for 2 that way, so I know that that base total base is 76 long. It's just a little trick you can do. Now I need to now draw in the same plane, the right hand plane, a cylinder that is 100mm above that. So again I go to sketch. Now you'll notice I can't see my planes. Now I could just go on to there, the little eye, and click it and it appears. Okay, or if I just want the single plane to do, I just right hand click on there and show. There's also another command on here that you need to have a look at if I haven't shown you this already, and that is there, and if you just hover over there I can click them on and off, but just practice as you go on there. So let's go to sketch. It's kind of already selected that plane for me because I'd already highlighted it in the design tree, and I'm going to draw a line from that baseline, construction line. If it comes up for me, center line, construction line, they're all the same. From that UCS, go all the way up if I can. Let's just do that. Press the space bar actually so I can get side on, and hold it. It's a little bit thingy, but make it horizontal, and I'm going to put a dimension there of 100mm. Okay, as I say, this is just to get you back into the swing of things before we move on to slightly more advanced stuff. So this time I'm going to go back to my sketch circle on that center. I'm going to select that, smart dimension, and this time I have a diameter of 28.5. Okay, now I will leave that at the moment. No, I'm not going to leave it, so I'm going to feature, I'm going to extrude boss base, and this time it is 57 from that center point. So what I'm going to do is just type in 57 divided by 2, okay, which gives me 28.5, direction 2, and I'll do the same, 28.5. You see how it remembers your last input, so just be very careful when you double check those. So there we go. Have I got my double part? Yes, just took a little bit of time. Now, I want to draw, it's actually quite interesting here, a sketch that is parallel. I'll do it and it sort of demonstrate it, but there's sort of two parts to this. As it will come a third body, so just bear with me on this one. What I am going to do, I'm just going to bring up another plane. Let's just see what other planes. I've got all planes there. Right, that front plane, I can bring that up because I'm going to sketch in that to start with. Or shall I do it the other way around? Okay, it's going to be, I could do this off an angle plane, but I'm not. I'm going to do it the same as we did the other one, so you can get multi-bodies, but as I say, there's several ways to kind of skin a cat. So I'm going to stick with this plane here for a moment, and what I want to do is sketch. I'm going to sketch in that one there, and I'm going to draw from just roughly from there to there, and then down to there to there, and then up to there. You can see where this is going. Now what I do want is these two here to be parallel, so I'll click on that and then hold the shift key down, click on the other one, and actually make those parallel. You see the change. And I also know from the information I have that from that point there to that point there is 3 millimeters. Okay, that's changed. Space bar again, so just bring it back into my profile that I look at. And I also know that the distance between there and there should be 8 millimeters. And I do know from the center point of that there to that point there is half of 35. I'm going to pick up on that point there to that there, and I'm just going to do 35 divided by 2, because a bit like me, I'm a little bit slow in the head on it. So this time what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to this is a long way round to do it, but yeah, we'll do it anyway. I'm going to go to features, and I'm going to go extrude boss base again in both directions. Okay, I don't actually need the measurement here. I'm just going to go both directions on that direction too. Come on. Okay, so that's that there, but this time I am not going to merge. I mean, I could merge, but I'll merge later, but we're going to use the combined command in a second. So let's give that a green tick. Okay, and then this time I'm going to come round to this view, and I am going to draw similar again, tangential lines. So let's go to sketch, and I'm going to sketch on that right plane, and I'm going to go from, didn't like me, it likes me now. I'm going to go from, just pick up on that quarter point there to there. That I have made a mistake with, I think, but we can go back and correct it in a second. I've got my radiuses and my diameters wrong, and I'll show you how we can go back and correct that. But let's just stick a line out there in a second. Okay, select, and let me just draw another line from there out to here. Okay, and select. Okay, let's just delete that line. Okay, what I'm going to do is just leave that sketch for a moment, and I'm going to go back into this sketch and go to edit sketch. This is the beauty of it. It's not a diameter of 28. Okay, that is actually supposed to be a radius, but the diameter, and I'll just multiply that by 2 times 2. Okay, it should take me up to something like 57. Perfect. Okay, much better. Okay, so change that. What I am going to do now is just go into sketch, edit sketch, and you see my sketch there from the previous one. SolidWorks is really about correcting your mistakes in a way. I'm just going to click on that there, hold the shift key down, circle, okay, and then make that tangential relationship. Perfect. And I'm going to do the same with the other side, with that one and that one. Make that tangential. Perfect. And then where that tangential relationship arrives, which is around here somewhere, I'm going to go right across, make sure that's on the line. We can change that. Well, actually, easiest way to do that, okay, is go to trim command and just trim it. It won't, it's not trim. If you wanted to do it, what I would do is actually go to convert entities, convert that circle again, and use it as a construction line. And then if I go to trim, okay, just go to that mark there, and you can see that gives me a point now. If I take that out, if I do the same with this here, just trim, okay, and then just draw a line from there to there. That should be horizontal. It is. Perfect. And go back to trim and just take that, or I could just convert it to another line, make it fully defined. Now I'm going to do that. I'm going to go Control Z, brings that back in, that line, and all I'm going to do is click on that line there, and you know this command here takes it to construction geometry, which means it's not recognized. You see that line there. So if I go to extrude that now, then we will be absolutely spot on. What I need to do, let's just see what we can do here with the combine move. So let's just 1 second. Okay, so you've got that sketch there, which has been left. So all I'm going to do now is go to features and go to extrude boss base. It's gone the wrong way, so I'm just going to slide that through, okay, and make sure the merge result is unticked. Green tick that. I'm then going to go to insert, features, and then combine, and I'm going to select that one and that one, leave the other bits out of it, okay, and then show preview. That's the part I want. Perfect. And then green tick that. Now you'll notice that I now have 3 solid bodies in that part. So I need to combine the last 2 bodies. So to do that, I can go back to my combine again. Just double check that. Yes, if I go to combine, or what I can do is actually mirror the features across. For that before I actually do that combine. So what I'm going to go to here first before I do any further combining, because I can always go back in time, because hopefully you know that I can lift that bar up and then go back on that. So if I go to mirror, okay, and it says face plane mirrors, I'm going to click on that one. It's asking me features, faces to mirror, or mirror bodies. I'm actually going to pick that body there, and you can see that that's actually flipped across. Give that a green tick, and there we go. But they're not merged, they are still bodies. So I've now got 4 bodies in that that part. What I can do is actually combine that now, all those bodies together. So if I go to insert and go to features, I don't know why they don't have this on a tab up the top, because it's a very useful tool. They probably do, and you'll probably tell me there is. If I go to the combine tool, there is actually somewhere, and I can add it, I know. So I just want to combine body, so add this time. So I want that one, that one, that one, and that one. Right hand click, and you'll notice that I've gone from 4 bodies to 1 body in that folder on that there. So that's that part there. I now want to put a bridging piece in the center of 6mm that goes to the top. So I'm going to work off that front plane again. And I'm going to do that from this plane here. So if I go to sketch, and click on that one there. And I don't have to be too particular here, but no, actually, sorry, beg your pardon. I'm going to change plane in a second. So it's actually easier just to delete that one there. I'll just show you something here. So let me go back into sketch. I'm actually going to do it on the right plane. So press space bar, come back in. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle from about that center mark there to about there, and I'll show you some more commands here, which I'm not sure if you know about these. I'm also going to put a center line in from the center of that circle down to there somewhere. Okay, now if I click on that line there, if I then click on the center line holding the shift key down and then the outer line, okay, let go of the shift key, I can then make that symmetrical. And as I said to you around that line, as I said to you, it was 6mm. Okay, that's 7, 6. Okay, and I can define that if I really, I do need to define it, because telling you one thing and then me doing another is not the right thing to do. So if I just do that to that center mark, I haven't got center mark, space bar, come on computer, there we go. Okay, it's important that you do things like this. I'm actually going to bring that down to that base, so just make that collinear, and that I need to just bring to the center point of that circle. If it's going to let me, it's not going to let me pick it up because it's on the. What I'll do, just switch off the that, see if it'll do it this time. Is it going to do it? It's not going to pick up the center for me. Why is it not going to pick up the center? No. Let's just see if it goes. That's too low for me, so let's just undo that one. Control Z works wonderful. Let's just see what that is. That there. No, don't like it. Let's see if that does it. Yes, perfect. There we go. Just make it concentric. And what I'm going to do now is go to features and go to extrude boss base. But I'm going to do this up to surface. Okay, and you'll see that. I'm going to do that for both of them. Direction 2 and go up to surface. Okay, I'm on that one there, so do that one. Oh, I need to select what I'm doing first. On that one. Is that onto? No, okay. If you get confused, which is quite easy in my part, just go back and do it again. So go to extrude boss base, right, up to surface. Okay, and then just pick on that surface there, perfect, and then come down direction 2 and then up to surface, not vertex, up to surface, get that one there. Okay, and this time allow it to be merged, green tick, so you then have that part with a center in there, and now I'm going to put a hole in that center, okay, in the middle there. And I have some dimensions there, so it's 8mm off the top there. So again, I'm going to sketch. I'm going to do it on that plane off surface. I know it's flat. I'm going to put a center line in from there down to there. Perfect. And I'm just going to draw around like I did before. Come on, sketch from there to there to there to there to there, and you'll notice it's just a random thing. But first of all, go onto there, hold the shift key down, center line, still holding the shift key, onto there, let go, and make that parallel. Click on that one there, make that horizontal, and again that there, hold the shift key down, center line, and then make that there. Okay, and I think in terms of the total height of this, smart dimension is from there to there is 35, so we're not too far off. Okay, so that gives me a total. Is it going to do it? Yeah. And then from that point there to there, okay, is 8 mil. Okay, and from there to there is also 8 mil. Okay, and what you can do, it's done degrees. Okay, if I Control Z that, undo, and Control Z again. Okay, I can pick up on that line and then pick up on that one. Okay, and make that parallel. And you notice they both go parallel. And then smart dimension from that point there to there should give me 8 mil. Now, it's entirely up to you. You can put some radiuses here on the sketch, or you can do it afterwards. I'm going to leave that as is at the moment there, and I'm just going to go to features and extrude cut on that one, and just make sure it's through all. Okay, on that, and then I'm going to go into fillet and do that at 6 mil, and just go around and pick on that edge, that edge, that edge, that edge. Okay, and that gives me the part that I'm looking for. And also there is a boss that sticks out on the base, which is in the bottom feature. So we just do that. So if I go to sketch again, and it's got two holes in it as well. So I'm going to sketch from that plane there, or planar surface. I'm going to do something a little bit strong. I'm going to do it that way around. Just make it easy for yourself to do it. Don't be afraid to turn your work around. If you're making this as a model, you would turn your work around. So again, I'm just going to put a center line in, and you can see from my construction geometry from there to there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is actually use the straight slot command. So I'm just going to roughly do this to there and out. I may not have had to put that center line in, and I know that the outside diameter here is what I can also do actually is put a center line from there to there. I call them center lines, but they are construction lines. If I do that, hold the shift key down, and that, and that, and then hold the symmetrical key on that one. So anything I do now will be centered around that mark. So if I just put a smart dimension on here, I think that diameter is it's a radius of 16. So I've got D1 diameter there. I'll put that at radius 16, so that's almost there. So I just put 32. Is that gone out? See what it does. No, far too big. I beg your pardon. It's done the radius. Yeah, radius. Change that. Double click on it. 16. See, we all make mistakes, and if we didn't make mistakes, we wouldn't learn, would we? So that's perfect there. And there is an inner one, but from that center between there and there should be 76. Okay, and you see it's all gone black. So I've got that now, so I just need to extrude that. So go to features, go to extrude boss base, and that is a depth of 16 millimeters. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Let's just flip it. Perfect. And I want to merge content. So we've got that there, and I just need to put holes. You could use a hole wizard or just sketch. I very rarely use the hole wizard unless it's for putting screw threads in, etc. But there, I'm just going to put one there and one there, and I know these are centers, so I'm just going to put that and that there, make it concentric. Okay, and I'll do the same on that one. And also what I'm going to do, okay, is click on there and make these equal, because they are equal, and I'll make one of the circles just to measure 13 in diameter. Okay, and then go to features, go extrude cut, make sure that goes through all. Okay, and that's us almost finished. Okay, although there is a hole that goes through the top of 14 before we do that. So again, go to your sketch on that one there, draw a circle in somewhere there. Okay, an easy way to do this, make it in the center, shift key down, make it concentric, and a diameter of 14. So these are just adding features in to do it. And if I just go to features, go to extrude cut, and again through all. Okay, and that gives you your center part there. So that is almost done. Now I've got one more thing to do actually. Oh dear me, but you're bored. Let me go sketch again, sketch on that one there, and let's just go another circle from that point there to about there. Okay, make that concentric, although it is, we know that is from there, and a smart dimension of 32 diameter, not far off. Okay, and features extrude cut, and again through all, apply through all. Okay, and that's cut. So all we need to do now to tidy this up is to go through and put a 1.5 millimeter fillet, okay, on every well, I say every edge. I'll just show you quickly how to do this. So you can pick faces, but I'm just going to pick there. It should be 1.5, not 6. So always leave fillets to last, and it does matter the way you actually do them. You'll learn that as you go through. Although over the probably 20 years I've been using this, it is quite they do new things. And if you see here, you actually can do between features, but be very careful how you pick these. I think actually that is okay if I do that. Yeah, it sort of does all that. I'm happy with that if you are. I'm glad you are. And then give that a tick there. As I say, there are strange things that go on with fillets down here, and you work ways of doing that. But that, oh, I missed one out. Fillet. Let me just do that one there. It should go all the way around, and that back one there. That should be everything filleted. And then you'll say, no, it's not, Gordon, you missed the back one. There's that one there. That's perfect on there. The top isn't filleted for some reason. So have a go at that one. As I say, the video is on YouTube too. And that, by the time you've done that, there is another 3 to do. Actually, yes, there's another 3 to do. And then we can move on to sweeps, which is where we will start next week for that. But I'll put those other exercises up there for you to have a go. And you can actually add those into your portfolio. Brilliant. Okay, see you next week.